Hello everybody, and this is Meowzer from the Stereotypical Geek channel. Firstly, there's a chicken. Look at the chicken, he's so cute. And today we're gonna have another one of those videos that I kind of called Serious Race. And it kind of comes from just I was thinking about my past today and things I've done. And do you ever just think of things that you're just absolutely ashamed of? Um, Man, I'm working on the ums, guys. I promise I am. But basically, this is kind of where it comes from for me. So today I was thinking about something that happened when I was younger. I was probably in middle school or just in high school at this point. And there was this wonderful girl I knew. And she dated a couple guys in our little group. Um, and she was awesome. She kind of girl that when she smiled, she made you feel warm inside, which is actually a girl. I kind of know that it makes me feel the same now. But you know that kind of feeling, like that really giddy, like, oh my god feeling. And she was really awesome. She was amazingly sweet. But something happened. At one point in time, she broke up with one of the guys in our group. And then, as you know, groups can do at that time in your life, or at that age group, they completely turned on her. They started calling her it. They started calling her, they just started saying horrible things about it. They refused to even call her by her name. They depersonalized her, so it made it easier for them to treat her that way. And want to know what I did? This girl who I actually liked. This girl who I found cute too. So, a short aside here, I went to school in a very small town, and there was nothing, like, at that age, if you didn't want to smoke pot, you pretty much hung out at the library. It was the place where you went. Don't know why. It's just how it turned out. So, sometimes I would be sitting there, reading, like, a lot of the kids would hang out, like, at the, video game section and stuff like that, because our library had video games that you could rent. Actually, some decent ones. Like I think they had Morrowind. Morrowind. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. And I would sit there in kind of the book section a lot of the time, and I'd read Anne Rice because I was so dark. I was so dark you couldn't see me. I was an absence of light. I was space. That sounded probably really nerdy with the lisp. You can hear my lisp? You can hear my lisp. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. But, yeah. And sometimes no one else would be there, and she'd come talk to me, and, we'd kind of giggle and laugh, and sometimes I'd hug her, and, I even cuddled her once or twice. And, so I was obviously into this girl. I thought she was sweet and wonderful. But the group started turning on her. And do you want to know what I did? You want to know? I totally no. I didn't stand up for her. I followed along. I started calling her things behind her back. I started agreeing with them, things I didn't believe in. I followed along with the pack, and I'm ashamed of it to this day. When I thought of it, I honestly almost wanted to cry because I was so ashamed, utterly ashamed of myself. And I'm dropping frames really hard. We're gonna give that. Yeah, there we go. I was just so utterly ashamed of myself, and I can't believe that I was that person at one point in time. And I don't know if there's anyone in that age group watching this right now. Okay, first of all, let's be honest, no one's watching this right now. Let's just be truth, though. No one's watching this right now. But if anyone ever does watch this, in the future, because I don't think, human tendencies tend not to change. So while in the future there'll be different kind of demographics, preteens will still act this way, I think. If there's someone that you generally care about, or like, and people start treating them like crap, why don't you stand up for them? Because that's what you do for friends, and that's what you do for people who can't stand up for themselves. You don't let people trod and put down people. I'm sorry, that's just not okay. You stand up for your friends, you stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves, and you never, ever let
Slow down.
dropping frames like a mofo right now. I actually don't know why. I'm not even producing a video. But still. And it seems like it's so much easier not to stand up for people. It seems like it's so much easier just to go along with the pack. Because you don't want people not to like you. You don't want people to kind of put you in that group to be an outcast, to be shamed, but you'd rather be an outcast than be part of a group that will debase and destroy people just because, someone in the clique decided, that this person's a jerk or they don't like this person that day. You don't do that. And, I know my friends now are, better people than that. They're just dumb teenagers, but if you're watching this, please don't let that happen to people you care about or just people in general. Even if you don't like somebody, when you treat someone that way, you are doing serious damage. Like, you have no idea how much you're hurting them. And even if they shrug it off and act like you're not, I can guarantee you that they're going to go home and they're just going to think about that all day. They're just going to think about what you said and how these people who used to be their friends, who used to be there for them, have just suddenly turned on them. It seems, I know it's like I said, it seems easier just to do what everyone else is doing. Just to put this person down. Who cares? They're not you. Who do you need to worry about? You need to worry about you. But that's not the right answer. I can guarantee you. Honestly, in high school, I didn't get made fun of that much. In middle school, I got made fun of a ton. Could have been because in high school, I was just, well, I'm still huge, but my shoulders kind of came in, and I was all broad-shouldered and crap. I also wore a giant teddy bear on my back, so I don't know if that kind of killed the threateningness, but you can't let people treat that. You can't let people treat others that way. And wanna know what? People who treat others like that, they complete ignorance. But when you do something that you know is wrong, just because you're too scared to do the right thing, you're a bigger coward than they are. You are the worst kind of coward. You're the kind of coward that leads people to die. I'm sorry, it's not okay. You're the kind of coward that made things like the genocide happen. And I know that's controversial, but standing up for what's right is usually the best thing you can do. And it's not easy sometimes, and you know what? I've been in places in my life where I didn't do that. But, we all try to make ourselves better, and I'm trying to be better with that too. You don't let people put others down. I'm sorry, it's not okay. And I'm completely serious about this. Like, I know I'm silly and playful, but this literally can save lives if you just treat somebody like they're a human being. Like, if you treat somebody with some respect and dignity. And here's something I do. If I like to make people smile. I like to give people random compliments through the day. I never lie about it, but if I see someone wearing like a nice dress, I'll say, hey, I like your dress. And I saw one day, a woman just said, well, this is just my work scrubs, because she was a nurse. I'm like, I still like them. They're still kind of pretty, and that kind of thing, honestly, can make someone's day better. As stupid as it sounds, and as silly as it sounds, you can make someone's day. You can positively impact somebody's life rather than be a negative. You could be contributing to somebody's happiness. How cool is that? How cool is it that you can be the reason someone had a good day? I think that's pretty awesome. Being mean is easy. Being mean is thoughtless. Being mean is as simple as just spewing out random words of hatred. But to genuinely care about another person, to genuinely make their day better, that's something kind of rare. You know, and the golden rule kind of comes in. The cliches in my serious face videos, they're cliches for a reason. Treat others how you want to be treated. Yeah. If you wouldn't want to be treated like these people, like you treat these people, would you? Honestly, I know you wouldn't. You don't need to answer. I know you wouldn't. Well, you could be a sadist. That's possible. But that's a hobby, really. Well, it depends on your life. Okay, we're getting off track. Um, it's one of those times where I had a revelation where I thought about what I did in my past, and I just couldn't believe that was me at one point in time. I couldn't believe that I let myself fall into that trap. So I know I'm being preachy here. I know I'm sure you're saying, Meowzer, I know better, I wouldn't do things like that, but you know what? We all have our moments of weakness where we're afraid to stand up. We're afraid to be different because what will people say? What will people do to us? I don't want them to treat me like that. I don't want people to yell at me. I don't want people to curse at me, I don't want people to call me like a fat loser. But you know what? I would rather someone call me a fat loser for the rest of my life, like every day. Guy randomly knocks on my door. Hello, Meowzer? Yeah, this is Meowzer. Hey, you're a fat loser. Oh, well, thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah, you too. No, I would rather have that happen to me every day than let somebody get treated the way I let that girl get treated. And if you're watching this, and you should know who you are, which is unlikely, but if you are, I am genuinely sorry that I was a coward. I am genuinely sorry I followed along with what happened to you. Because it was horrible, it was cowardly, and it was weak. And I'm still ashamed of it to this day that I was that person. So, basically the life lesson here is just honestly, don't let yourself get... Peer pressure to drink and do drugs is bad, but so is peer pressure to treat people horribly. So is peer pressure to be a jerk, We all, especially in that age group, we all follow in cliques and little groups. And when the group mentality changes, you have to follow along with that group. It's the same thing as, okay, this week we like this band. Oh, next week, no, they're too mainstream. I don't like this band anymore. It's that same thing. This week, I like Susie. Oh, this week, no, Susie broke up with, Dylan because he was a jerk to her. No, Susie's a slut. Susie isn't even a person. She should be called it. She should be put down to that level. She should be robbed of her humanity. And that's what we did to that girl. We literally robbed her of her humanity. Think about how horrible that is. Like, we literally took that away from her. And I can't believe that we did. I can't believe that I did. Like, I'm totally not that guy anymore. But, I guess we have to have those lessons. I was a coward then, so I can be brave now, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna end the story with a sad, I'm gonna end the video with a sad story. One day, I was walking past the library, and she saw me, and she was all excited, and she kind of ran up towards me. And do you want to know what I did? I acted like I didn't know her. I acted like she didn't exist. Like she wasn't there, even. That's how I treated that girl. How horrible is that? How just straight up messed up is that? I'm gonna let this place out before I start decorating it. But yeah, like, I can't... That was me. And we all have our moments of weakness. And maybe if anyone ever watches this video, maybe this can help you. Maybe this can make you realize that when you do that to somebody, you're killing a part of them. You are taking away part of their humanity and part of what makes the world a better place for them. As in, when I can guarantee you, when you make someone smile, like genuinely smile, and you just give them a compliment, that can make their day. For some people, that can make their week. You know, for me, did it just blow a hole? Yeah, it did. For me, I'm going on a tangent again. You guys know what I do. Well, no one watches this, but if you watch this, you know what I do with tangents. For me, I was an okay writer. I'm kind of crappy and horrible now, but I used to be an okay writer. Especially when I was at a younger age. Like my writing skill never really matured. Anyway, digressing again. And when someone would tell me, "Hey, your writing's actually really good," I enjoyed it. It actually kind of moved something within me. I can't explain how good that made me feel. Like, wow, people don't think I'm garbage. People don't think that people think that I'm worth something. You know, and one day a girl said she thought I was cute. Did I believe her? No, because I'm a fat nerdy guy. Oh, oh, you're so shiny. I love it. It's so beautiful. I'm sorry. That we'll come back here later. Um, but just something like that, you still made my day even if I didn't believe it, because I'm just cynical like that. So, I guess this is what I can ask you. Go up to somebody today, not necessarily today, tomorrow maybe, and just give them a compliment, like a genuine compliment. Don't try to make something up. Don't try to lie to them. Genuinely compliment them about something that, maybe they have a nice hat, maybe their smile is really nice, or maybe they ordered something cool, or maybe they just playing a cool game, like anything. You could just say, if someone is singing, you could be like, hey, I actually genuinely like your singing. And if they're singing themselves, it's like, actually, you're a good singer. I like it. Which kind of sounds weird, they listen to them sing, but if they're singing out loud, okay, you get the idea. Yeah. And that's kind of what I have. It's another serious face video. I don't know, I kind of had to get it out there. I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope this maybe at least kind of changed someone's thinking. I know I will never forget that girl until the day I die, because it is the prime moment of how much of a coward I was. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a like. If you disliked the video, also please give it a dislike. If you kind of like my rambling, go ahead and give us a subscription on the subscribe button right there. I'm pointing, you can't see it. Dual monitors, go. And if you want to follow to see when we put videos out, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. I will start tweeting eventually. I'm bad at tweeting. But we'll go ahead and follow us on Twitter at stereotypical GK. Stereotypical GK.